Welcome back. This is PRI, Prep Recruiting Insider, and we're coming to you from Moe's Pizza, 1112 Avenue H in West Wego, where you can't find better pizza anywhere. I'm the head coach of PRI, Rick Daly, and we're here along with the I in PRI, Renee Nato, and we're joined by two St. Charles Comet football players, two of their defensive stalwarts. To your right, Dellary Oubre, the junior inside linebacker, and to your left, Devin Dumas, the senior cornerback. Gentlemen, welcome to PRI.
Thank you for having us. Thank you.
Devin, I'm going to start with you. So you're a senior. You're a cornerback. You like to play that press coverage. You got great reach. How is the recruiting process going? Mention some of the schools that you're looking at right now, and what's going to be the telltale sign that this is where I want to be?
Education is definitely a big part of choosing where I'm going to go. So I was thinking about going into medicine, pharmacy, something like that.
Wow.
So ULM definitely is a school that I'm really looking at. ULL, La Tech, schools like that.
Okay. And Dellary, you're a junior, so you can kind of watch these guys ahead of you go through the process. What schools have kind of contact with you, and what's going to be the telltale sign is this is where I want to be? Are you going to go all the way to your signing date, 2018?
I'm probably going to wait to my signing date to pick a school, see like what comes with me. But like really right now, schools that are talking to me are Nichols, like ULL and Tulane.
Okay.
And like Boston College is keeping in touch with me.
Okay, great. That's good.
And St. Charles Catholic is a very unique school, very family-oriented, very community-oriented, tight-knit community. Devin, you first. Won't you tell me what you loved about being a St. Charles Catholic Comet for your years?
Definitely the tradition. Like when you start on the team, like there's definitely like let's say like something you got to live up to. There's somebody that came before you that you always looked up to, and like it's like you said, it's a family-oriented team. So you gotta like there's definitely a standpoint that you gotta take coming to the team. You gotta like there's something you have to live up to. You just gotta learn from the people that was ahead of you and try not to make the same mistakes.
And Dellary, there's been a lot of consistent leadership at St. Charles with Coach Monica being there for a number of years and Mr. Drew Cupid, the principal, as well. Talk about what you really love about being a Comet.
The thing I love is like the spirit. It's like a brotherhood. Like the past Comets, like we all know each other. And it's just like we just keep each other going. It's like just like Dumas said, you got a chip on your shoulder. You just fight for the people who fought before you.
That's what tradition is all about, isn't it? Setting a standard, following the standard that's set for you, but setting a standard for those coming behind you.
Dellary, I'm going to start with you. Y'all talked about grades, and grades are very important to both of you. You're a 4.0 GPA, and you also play baseball, first base. Talk about how does baseball help you become a better football player, and how important are those grades?
Well, for baseball, like baseball keeps me in shape, like keeps me something going, like keeps me activated.
And how about the grades? How important is that? That's got to be tough to keep that 4.0.
It's pretty tough. I mean, it's worth it. Like grades can get you far along, and they can get you a long way.
And Devin, we talked a little bit about 3.5 GPA. Why is grades important? And you also run track. How does track help you as a cornerback?
My junior year, actually, I started off, I was a role player. So like I had all the tools that I needed to be a great player, but I hadn't yet reached that point because one, I wasn't fast enough, I wasn't as strong as I needed to be. And so my track coach, he pushed me a lot. Like we did harnesses, we did different workouts, different special workouts. He pushed us a lot, helped me get faster, helped me get a lot stronger so I could come up this season and do what I needed to do to help my team get to the dome.
And 3.5, how tough is it to maintain that?
I mean, I've been taught since I was young that my education has to be my main thing in school. And so, like, if I do have an injury or something happens, my education, if I have good grades, I can fall back on my education. So that was easy just because my parents constantly pushed me, making sure that I was doing what I was supposed to do.
Okay. Outstanding. Dellary, we're going to start with you on this one. Did you have someone or perhaps a team or some favorite player that you looked up to growing up, either as an example of that's the kind of player I want to be or that's the kind of person I want to be?
Growing up, it was really Ed Reed. Like Ed Reed just loved the game, and like I grew up in Destran. It's like he always giving back to the school. He's like always helping them out. He's just like a good role model.
That's right. I coached against Ed Reed. He was a wing T quarterback when he was at Destrehan back in the day. Pretty darn good player. Devin, same thing with you.
I'm gonna have to say Jarvis Landry. I looked at Jarvis Landry a lot, what he did. Desmond King, who plays for Iowa, I looked at him a lot. I would look at his highlights before I would play. Just like a lot of people during his career, they underestimated him. The same thing happened for me, so you just got to come up and reach that pinnacle that you know you could reach. So that was two players that I really looked at a lot.
And something that all of those examples had in common, they all work. And they work hard. They love to work. It's not drudgery to them. They love getting out there and pursuing excellence.
Real quick, Devin, I'm going to start with you. 2016 was a great year. What do you take away from this season?
I take away one, that you gotta work. Two, that you can't listen to the hype. You gotta play. We play with a chip on our shoulders the whole entire season. We use everybody's doubt as our motivation. So you gotta just play with a chip on your shoulder. One, you gotta try to exceed everybody's expectations, and one, you just have to have unity. Like you have to be with the ones that are with you. You can't listen to the hype. You gotta just worry about what you and your team are doing.
Dellary, you have another year to go. How did this year help you moving forward, and what are your expectations for 2017?
Like playing my junior year, like it's gonna help me be a leader for the team next year. Like since we're only losing a few seniors, like somebody still got to step up and take role of the defense. So it's gonna it should help us out, like play calling and getting everybody set up. That's the main two important things.
Communication is so important. That's Dellary Oubre and Devin Dumas, two outstanding St. Charles Catholic comments. And we didn't even ask them about any stories they have about Coach Monica that we don't know about. We're going to check with them when they get off the air. We thank you guys for being here with us today on Prep Recruiting Insider. When we come back, two more great St. Charles Catholic comments. This is Prep Recruiting Insider, PRI, from Moe's.